Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the fourth episode of our health and wellness show, Health Platter over High Tea. I'm your host, Dr. Anshu, and today I'm going to go behind closed doors and talk about an issue which is thought to be private or just hard to talk about. You know, October is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm going to go pink today, just like the rest of the social media. But actually behind this paraphernalia of going pink, we can see real women suffering day in and day out and battling with this dreaded disease. But the good news is that the survival rates have increased fairly with the advancements in technology, medical technology related to diagnosis as well as treatment. And to discuss this issue today, we have with us Dr. Praveen Alawar, who is the consultant radiation oncologist working presently with Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute, Rohini, Delhi. Dr. Alawar, we welcome you to our show. We also have with us Ms. Kiran Malhotra, who is the examination head of the school and who, with her sheer grit and courage, has fought this battle and won over this battle, and of course, with the support of her family and friends. Ms. Kiran, I welcome you to this show. I would begin the show by the simplest of the questions, doctor, which is, what is cancer?
Cancer is actually an abnormal proliferation of normal tissue which becomes so uncontrolled that it keeps on proliferating and forms a tumor. And it has got this tendency to spread within surrounding structures and also to the distant sites. So, because of some reason, many of times most of the time we don't know why this one cell mutates and converts into cancer cells. So, cancer is basically a tumor, abnormal tissue.
Right, doctor. I think when a patient first goes to the doctor, the first question that the patient asks the doctor is, why me? Isn't it? Because they are troubled by the fact that why only I was affected by this. So there must be some risk factors which make a person or a female prone to this cancer. So can you please elaborate on those risk factors?
Yes, we see almost every day a patient asking why me. But unfortunately for many of the patients we do not have exact answer why she. But yes, there are some certain risk factors we know today which put a patient, a female, for a risk for breast carcinoma. Generally, females who are elderly and who have attained menarche, that is, a menstrual cycle was started much earlier than the normal, and females who have attained menopause quite late in their age, and females who have unmarried or have children at their later age of life, or even have not breastfed. These are the women who are at risk for developing breast cancer. Although we know some risk factors, but most of the times we will not be able to identify any of the risk factors.
And it is said that physical inactivity and obesity are also one of the major risk factors for this disease. Am I right?
Yes, you are perfectly alright. There are studies which has proven that obesity, high diet rich in saturated fat, and lifestyles which is more for which are more these days for prone for breast carcinoma, especially sedentary lifestyles.
So how can a woman know exactly what are the telltale signs which can put a woman at red alert to detect cancer at an early stage?
One, there are certain symptoms which every woman should be aware of. The one and the foremost is if she has a family history of breast carcinoma. For example, if her mother, sister, or even her own daughter or father's mother, if they have breast cancer, then she is at risk for developing breast cancer. She should be alert. Second thing is, if she does not have any of these things, then there are few symptoms which every woman should be aware of. The first and the foremost is you should be looking out for any breast lump. Sometimes she can pick up breast lump by her own, sometimes by a healthcare professional. There are other symptoms are the discharge from the nipple, which could be bleeding through from the nipple, or it could be a serous or coordinated discharge, or there could be sometimes some skin changes over the breast which are likely to have developed into breast cancer. So these are the common breast cancer symptoms, and every woman should be aware of these symptoms.
What word of advice would you give to the women? What kind of self-help they can do for themselves? Like I have heard a lot about self-breast examination. Do you recommend self-breast examination for females?
Yes, self-breast examination is one of these screening methods now. It is easy to do, and in fact, in the West, most females are doing self-breast examination. Self-breast examination is basically examination of her own breast by the women, normal women who does not have any signs or symptoms of breast carcinoma. So she is supposed to examine her own breast in privacy at least once in a month, 3 to 4 days or 5 days after her menstruation stops.
So it does help in early detection of any kind of lumps or tumors within the breast, isn't it?
Yes, if she is educated enough about how to pick up breast lump and do regular self-breast examination, most of the time she will be able to pick up breast swellings, which can be obviously treated early and then have better cure rates.
And you would recommend that as soon as this lump is detected by the woman, she should go to the doctor for further screening tests.
Correct.
And what are those further screening tests? Because often women, they feel that I will be subjected to some painful test, so they detest going to the doctor. So could you tell them that actually they are not painful?
Yes, all breast swelling should be evaluated by a healthcare professional doctors, because although the chances of having cancer is less, but even then there is a lot of benign condition which should be kept in mind. So all breast swelling should be subjected to further evaluation to rule out breast cancer. And the methods are to do mammography, that is X-ray of the breast, where we can visualize if there is any mass or any lump or any other feature suggestive of breast carcinoma. Patients who are younger, below 35 years, who have a dense breast, for them it is advisable to have ultrasound of the breast. And depending on the reports of this ultrasound and mammography, the doctor will tell you what are your chances to go for chances to have breast carcinoma. According to that, there are some scoring systems. So the doctor feels that the mammography finding requires that you should go for further testing, generally FNAC or biopsy. So in that procedure, it is this small invasive procedure where a needle is inserted and a small tissue sample is taken to check whether it is a cancer or not.
You mean you cannot do away with these small invasive tests? They have to be done definitely, and it is not going to cause much pain, as much as pain as the breast cancer itself will cause later on in life.
Yes, it is true. It is a very small invasive procedure. In fact, it is FNAC, just a simple injection, which will be put into the breast lump and takes maybe 1 or 2 minutes to take out some sample. It will be painful for a few minutes and then it is
You have alleviated one of the myths and assumptions which are associated with diagnosis of breast cancer, but I'm sure there must be thousands of other myths and misconceptions associated with the development of breast cancer. Can you shed some light on those myths and misconceptions?
I think one of the biggest myths we have come across, even in cities like Delhi, is that most people say कि नहीं कैंसर है, इसको छुओ मत, कुछ बायोप्सी करोगे तो वो फैल जाएगा.
This is the one which I've heard of the most.
This is the total myth we have ever heard of in cancer. If you do FNAC or biopsy, cancer does not spread. Rather, it helps us in characterizing the type of tumor cells and better planning, treatment planning. So, cancer does not spread by biopsy or FNAC. There might be a little bit of pain that time, but after that, it will subside. So, it is a total myth that any kind of procedure on breast, especially FNSC and biopsy, can increase the cancer.
Thank you, doctor, for guiding us. And we also have with us today Ms. Kiran Malhotra, and who is actually, as I introduced earlier, who has won her battle over cancer, and she will be talking to us. And we all know that the diagnosis of cancer is fraught with challenges, isn't it? Deciding about treatment options, which doctor to visit, how to manage the side effects, especially the hair loss, and the nausea and vomiting associated with chemotherapy or the loss of the breast. They are really daunting for the patient, and more difficult is coping with the psychological and the emotional drainage that occurs with this. So she has fought all of them so well. So she is an example setter for all of us. So I thought that we must talk to her also and let her enlighten the viewers there who are either suffering or have just been diagnosed with cancer. Ms. Kiran is the examination head and is a Sanskrit teacher by profession. So I will be putting up all the questions to her in Hindi. So Ms. Kiran, आपकी मुझे पता है आप आपने बहुत कठिनाइयों का सामना किया और इन कठिनाइयों में से आप बहुत अच्छी से निकल के आई। तो हमारे दर्शक आपसे ये जरूर जानना चाहेंगे कि आपकी इस यात्रा में कौन कौन सी कठिनाइयों का आपने सामना किया और उसका निदान भी कैसे किया।
जब मुझे पता चला मुझे ये डिसीज है, मैं घबरा गई थी, लगता था लाइफ का एंड हो गया, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है। मैंने ट्रीटमेंट कराया, टेस्ट हुए, मेरी फैमिली ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया, सबका मॉरल सपोर्ट दिया और सबसे ज़्यादा विल पावर मैंने स्ट्रॉन्ग की अपने डॉक्टर को देखते हुए। मुझे इसके लिए जीना है और मैंने काम किया उसके लिए और मैं भूल गई अपने डिसीज़ को। इसके लिए मुझे फैमिली ने तो सपोर्ट किया ही, साथ में क्योंकि मेरी प्रोफेशन ऐसा है टीचिंग लाइन, मुझे मेरे कोलीग्स ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया और मैं यहाँ के अपने डिसीज़ को बिल्कुल भूल जाती हूँ और एंजॉय करती हूँ पूरी लाइफ। जब तक मुझे कोई ऐसी फिर से कोई प्रॉब्लम नज़र नहीं आती है तो मैं एंजॉय करती हूँ और मैं कोशिश करती हूँ भूल जाऊँ और अच्छे से एंजॉय करूँ। स्ट्रॉन्ग विल पावर मेरी बनी रहे, सपोर्ट मेरे को बहुत मिला, इससे आई एम हियर टुडे।
That's very good, well said, Kiran. पर आप अपने साथियों को कुछ संदेश देना चाहेंगे, कुछ मैसेज देना चाहेंगे?
हाँ, जरूर। ये कहना चाहूंगी कि बी पॉजिटिव इन लाइफ। कभी आपने अगर आपको कुछ लगे, वैसे तो ये डिसीज नहीं होनी चाहिए, अगर आपको कभी लगता है कि आप टाइम टू टाइम टेस्ट करते रहिए, अगर कुछ लगे आपको तो मूव टू डॉक्टर और इमीडिएट आपका चेकअप कराइए। डोंट हेजिटेट, घबराना नहीं है, शर्म आती है थोड़ी, और विल पावर को स्ट्रॉन्ग कीजिए, फैमिली सपोर्ट लीजिए और लाइफ को अच्छे से जिए जैसे मैं जी रही हूँ।
Wonderful. Thank you, Kiran. And I also have a take-home message. Viewers watching there, either who are suffering or who have been just diagnosed, don't think cancer is a death sentence. With adequate and timely treatment, anybody suffering with cancer can lead a normal life. And if I have observed correctly, whenever we are faced with an adversity or challenge in our life, we come to know of an inner strength which we actually don't know of. And if we start working on it and thinking positively, we can live a very meaningful and cherished life. Thank you. Happy viewing.